Hello everyone, Will the Outlaw here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatron. The former miner and best friend to Oran Pax, D16, gets an upgrade in this figure based on his appearance in the brand new animated film Transformers 1. After finally seeing the film, I can say that this is definitely one of the best interpretations of the evil leader. His character arc in the film gives his motivations and eventual rise in the Decepticon ranks a whole new perspective that gives his character some much appreciated depth. Brian Tyree Henry's performance as Megatron is powerful and ultimately heartbreaking. I've never felt so much connection or sympathy for this character, and it's all due to his tragic backstory and Henry's voice acting. I really look forward to seeing more from this continuity, especially how Megatron eventually ends up as the irredeemable monster he is destined to become. Taking a look at the figure itself, and there's a lot to like here. The film's art style goes very well with this Megatron design. The colors are sharp and look great together. Even though the figure is majority gray, the blacks and reds break up the gray and perfectly accentuate the sculpt. I especially like the chest piece. It's a nice hint at Megatron's classic design, while keeping the idea of this being a very young Megatron. I remember when I first saw the CG renders of this figure and thinking the legs are way too long. Having the figure in hand, the legs don't look so bad. They're still pretty long though. I mean, they are twice as long as his torso, but the sculpting and colors break it up enough for it to not be as noticeable. His head sculpt is a great representation of Megatron. Unfortunately, it's not a very good representation of Megatron from the movie. His sculpt is way too generic and lacks the character and weight that the CGI model had. That's a bummer, but I'm betting that this was all done before the look was finalized. It's not bad, just not accurate. His articulation is also very good for a deluxe. Ball jointed head with a separate hinge for more downward movement, ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, waist swivel, ball jointed hips, swivel above the knee, a little more than 90 knee bend, foot articulation with an ankle pivot. He's not a very big figure, but he has a big stature and presence fitting of Megatron, and he looks very imposing despite his small size. This guy comes with a whole arsenal of accessories that just add to his imposing look. He comes with his backpack, two guns that can attach to that backpack, a wrist cannon, and of course his classic fusion cannon. The fusion cannon is a little on the smaller side, but this version more fits the figure's shape and smaller size. The way these accessories bulk up the figure, one can totally see them as changing the basic figure from D16 to full-on Megatron. Yeah, this version is looking like it'll be one of the most terrifying and powerful versions of Megatron we have ever seen. The transformation is simple, but fun, and the steps flow really well. Everything snaps in, giving this a nice, solid out mode. The guns combine to make a multi-barrel turret. The Cybertronian tank we get is very reminiscent of other versions we have gotten before. Despite being a tank though, this thing is remarkably sleek. The shape of the front treads give it a sloped look that makes it look like it can burn some serious rubber. I especially like the turret with its multiple barrels that look like they can do some serious damage. The turret can rotate all the way around and go up and down. Unfortunately, the tank has no wheels of any sort, so it can't be doot-de-doot around. I love this tank mode though. There isn't much you can do with the design of a tank, but the designers here did a great job bringing a unique look to what is usually a phoned-in mode. I gotta say that I'm very surprised at how much I actually enjoy this figure. This is further proof not to judge a toy solely on stock photography. Not only does he look and feel good, he looks great along with his former best friend, Optimus Prime. All in all, I honestly had very little interest in this line, but after seeing the film, I found myself wanting to at least pick up the two leads. This figure looks great, has plenty of tight joints, and his accessories just add to this guy's awesomeness. Bottom line, this guy's a great toy that deserves to be in any Megatron collection. Even if you don't get any of the other figures from this line, Megatron and Optimus are definitive must-haves. Well, that was my look at Studio Series Transformers 1 Megatron. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon.
Laters!
Check out my Patreon for early access to my videos and shoutouts on future videos. Join up and let's talk toys.